You know, this past Tuesday was the biggest and brightest supermoon of 2020. It was 14% larger and 30% brighter because it was closer to us. The sun and the earth and the moon were all in a direct line, making the moon fully visible to us. And because it was closer, the sun's light was reflected even more brightly on our planet. And you know what? It was this past Tuesday of Holy Week that in the scriptures, Jesus goes to the temple and he is asked a question by a lawyer to trick him. So what is the greatest commandment? And you know what Jesus says. He replies, the greatest commandment is this, that you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your strength, and all your soul, and all your mind and your spirit. And you should love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commands depend all the laws and the prophets. So what does Jesus' answer on Holy Tuesday have to do with the biggest and brightest supermoon of 2020? I'm glad you asked. Our moon does not generate its light. It reflects the light of the sun. And we have our biggest impact on a world not when we try harder and try to well up good deeds from within. Rather, it's when we align ourselves with God and move closer to others. When we love God and love others, that we best reflect the brightness and the light of God. Paul says it this way in 2 Corinthians 13, and it's one of my favorite passages. 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 18. And we all who with unveiled faces reflect the Lord's glory are being transformed into his image with ever-increasing glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. The best thing that you and I can do doesn't come from us. It comes when we get closer to a risen Savior and we reflect his light, because we always reflect that which we are closest to.